Well, the bulbous bully in the almost empty corner, he's at it again. And this time, Donald is publicly defriending, this is a 78-year-old man, two media icons because they just hung out with the cool girl at school. And now we have today's breakdown, kind of meets takedown, as Trump spits verbal loogies at Howard Stern and Whoopi Goldberg because they like Kamala Harris.
Please welcome back the next president of the United States.
And now the boy without a BFF is bumming out because Vice President Harris is taking the road less traveled away from mainstream media to where the voters actually are. Because we all know where the voters actually aren't.
Went to the best schools and colleges and got doctorates and all of the different...
And now that has the right tightening its collective sour pusses, plural, it doesn't matter, and none more than their petulant leader, arrested developer, enfant terrible, small-handed, big-mouthed, roly-poly, pansy-mansy. Sorry, I've been off for a couple of days. I'm saying Donald Trump wasn't done stomping his feet, as you'll see in today's Trump temper tantrum. This time, he's hitting Howard and whopping Whoopi. And stick around because we have Whoopi's latest eye poke back from earlier today in just a second. But let's start this with Donald's trashing Howard Stern. And before we do, let's also quickly go back in time because remember when Howard used to goad Trump into telling him all about what it's like to be the big man on campus and ultimately reveal his tiny ego?
The last couple of years, I go out with somebody, and she's like 21, and she's talking about, what are you doing? And she's studying algebra. And,
so what?
And it's like, it was always embarrassing for me to walk in. It's too young. 30's like a perfect age.
Absolutely. She has enough life experience.
Until she's 35.
Too much life experience.
What is it at 35, Howard? It's called checkout time.
Now let's juxtapose that presidential candidate's comments with his opponent's visit to Howard Stern just yesterday.
Like, I ask people to take a step back. Let's just think about it this way. Whatever your gender,
right,
and it's not about abortion. You have basically now a system that says you as an individual do not have the right to make a decision about your own body. The government has the right to make that decision for you.
Yeah, this is still a race, huh? Well, let's check out Trump's take on the Harris-Stern interview. This should be good.
I watched the way they asked questions of Kamala yesterday. Howard Stern, he's a weak guy. He's weak. He's going, what about, It was so ridiculous. Even she was embarrassed. It was like softball. But all of them. Howard, I knew him very well. I was on the show many times. I used to think he was good. Then I dropped him. And I dropped him like a dog.
Jagger, don't listen. Okay, here's our featured hair pull from old teeny hands at his recent rally. Now let's watch as he reaches out and tries to grab Whoopi's dreadlock.
A walk-on for Whoopi Goldberg. Now she says, I refuse to mention his name. You know what? Politics can do strange things to demented people. Now, I've hired Whoopi to work for me as a comedian before this stuff, and a long time ago. And I went, and, I'm not particularly shy about what I hear. Her mouth was so foul, every word out of her mouth was like the F word, this. I was with a group of people, like sort of nice people, and we had to leave. She was so filthy dirty, disgusting, half the place left. I said I'd never hire her again, but she was so dirty, every word was filthy dirty, and I left. And then I see her sitting about, Whoopi, oh, what a loser.
Loser, heal thyself. Those ears of steel, were they really offended by Whoopi's language? That doesn't sound too tough to me. And never at a loss for words in response, here's Whoopi.
As it turns out, I was filthy. I was filthy. And stand on that fact. I have always been filthy. And you knew that when you hired me. I headlined, babe, at your casino, which I might have continued to play had you not run it into the ground.
Exactly.
But
It does that.
you know, listen, how dumb are you? You hired me 4 times. You can go to William Morris and get the things, because I know you all are going to be looking for it. So talk to William Morris. You hired me 4 times, and you didn't know what you were getting? How dumb are you?
All dogs and Jagger can take heart, because Trump will learn a lesson finally. These schoolyard tantrums, they always end the same way.
Stop it! It's not funny.
But before class is adjourned, here are some words to ponder and let echo, likely from the English class that Trump was excused from, no doubt, by a doctor's note.